The Taraba State Command of the Nigerian Police Force has confirmed the death of Basi Sardauna, a secondary school teacher killed by students on Wednesday in Jalingo. Confirming the incident on Thursday, the command spokesperson Abdullahi Usman said the deceased was a staff of Model Secondary School Jalingo. According to him, the primary suspect, whom he described as an ex-student of the school, conspired with his friends in the school and stabbed the teacher, who was confirmed dead at the Federal Medical Center Jalingo, where he was taken for treatment. Usman affirmed that the command has commenced an investigation into the case. The police PRO further affirmed that efforts are ongoing to track down all the students involved in the killing and urged anyone with useful information on their whereabouts to reach out to the command. In the meantime, the Academic Staff Union of the secondary schools in Taraba State has directed its members to suspend academic activities till further notice. This followed the multiple stabbing of death of a teacher, Basi Sardauna, with a Model Government Day Secondary School by some former students of the institution. A press statement by the chairman of the union, Sule Abasu, said until justice is served to each slain member, they will not return to the classroom. The state government on 8 parties vowing to adequately investigate the matter and ensure that no stone is left unturned. A press statement by the State Commissioner for Education, Augustina Godwin, said that some arrests have been made with investigation already launched. The government promised to enhance security for schools by deploying both armed and unarmed security operatives to avert further attacks. Now, 2 persons have been confirmed dead, while 7 others are receiving treatment at a primary healthcare center following a clash between Fulani and operatives of a vigilante outfit at Beji Weekly Market in Boso, local government area of Niger State. The incident, according to the residents, happened during the peak hours of the market with activities at full capacity. Abubakar Akote has more.
The disturbing development has caused unrest in Beji community. The assistant head of medical services, Beji Primary Health Care Center, Aliu Yusuf, while confirming the development, says 9 victims were brought to the hospital with various degrees of bullet wounds, saying that 2 have been confirmed dead, while 7 are responding to treatment. They came to meet us in our shop, but before they came to meet us, we had gunshots and people were running. We started running too, and vigilante followed us and shot at us. All of us in the hospital were shot by one of them, and we didn't know what caused the confrontation. We have been here for years. Even our parents were born here. Vigilantes have been harassing and maltreating us. If they see our children, they arrest them and maltreat them, and nothing has been done by authorities. Residents in the area have emphasized the need for restructuring of activities of vigilante groups to ensure effective management of security matters.
And the issue of banditry is issue that is affecting, tormenting everybody's life today. Both the Fulani and Gwagi people, they are all victims of circumstances of the banditry. So for that, what we can do is just to bring them together to know the Boso local government belong to all of us. The Boso local government, we don't have any other place than Boso local government. So for that, we should not destroy our land. We should not destroy where we have, only the place where we have. So I'm soliciting for all the people of Boso local government to become police. We are on top of the situation.
While discouraging revenge or reprisal attacks, the commissioner says an interactive engagement will be facilitated by the government to address the concerns of all parties involved, with the aim of engendering peace between Fulani and Gbaji farmers. Abubakar Akote, Trust TV News, Mina.
Displaced victims of violent conflicts living in host communities continue to face stigmatization and discrimination, leading to a dysfunctional relationship with other members of the community. A new approach, however, is being implemented in Adamawa to help facilitate the social cohesion between host communities and displaced persons. Salis Lawan has more.
Adamawa State has a large number of displaced persons scattered across host communities in Malkohi, Yola South, Fufore, Gombe, Mubi North and South local government areas. The overwhelming humanitarian challenge is being complicated by a new social dilemma. The stigmatization and discrimination of IDPs is now threatening the coexistence of communities. This new approach and adoption of a social cohesion mechanisms, however, is designed to mitigate the phenomenon. Stakeholders across communities are now calling for a collective effort in promoting social interaction in affected local government areas to address communication gaps.
We all know that a lot of ethnic group in Adamawa has also separated and have faced a lot of tension. So these IDPs are also living within the host communities, creating again a lot of social cohesion issues. So in this situation, IOM came together with local chairman to also look into how social cohesion can be built among the communities, among the IDPs.
In the past, you discover that some people are segregating themselves, more especially in the religious groups. This one is a Muslim, this one is a Christian, this one is a non-Christian. This program has done a lot in the lives of people here in Gombe, changing their lives, coming together.
The dysfunctional relationship between host communities, members, and displaced persons has negatively impacted the productivity of households.
So what we're seeing today is one of those components that is very important to help people stabilize, to help them integrate. But what is more significant is the cohesion part of it, where you have different tribes rediscovering their culture, the tradition, their unique values, and then bringing that together to also help the society get better. I think that's very important.
We shall embrace peace, because in terms of religion, even God himself, he made man and give man will to choose whatsoever he wants to do. So there is no need of trying to forcing one another to follow your own religion. So I am calling upon the people of Adamawa that we shall come together, unite together, and then make our country great.
Findings from the Mental Health and Psychosocial Support Regular Need Assessment have shown that stigma and discrimination can militate against effective integration of people affected by displacement in host communities across Adamawa. Salis Lawan, Trust TV News, Yola.
As Kogi prepares for Saturday's governorship election, the executive chairman of Lokoja Local Government Council, Mohammed Dang Asabe Mohammed, has reportedly slumped and died. The 33-year-old council chairman was confirmed dead on Friday at a hospital in Lokoja, where he was rushed to after the incident. He was said to have been active, attending series of political meetings all day in preparation for Saturday's governorship election in the state. A family source said he was rushed to Shifa Hospital, Lokoja, shortly after he collapsed in the house in the late hours of Thursday. The Lokoja Local Government Area Public Relation Officer of All Progressive Congress, Talba Lakwaja, confirmed the incident in a statement. He will be buried at the Ongwan Kura Muslim Cemetery after Jumu'ah prayers on Friday. With less than 24 hours of the election on Saturday, the Independent National Electoral Commission has kicked off the distribution of sensitive election materials in Imo State. Imo is one of the 3 states billed to take part in the off-cycle elections in Nigeria. Ajibade Praise reports.
Conducting the distribution at the Central Bank premises in Owerri, the National Commissioner Kenneth Ukeagu, alongside the resident electoral commissioner Professor Sylvia Agu and other senior officials, permitted political parties to inspect sensitive materials to confirm its integrity before commencing distribution to the local council areas for Saturday's election. On ground to monitor the process are the security chiefs, observers, media, among several other stakeholders in the state.
The work is still ongoing, but so far we are done with it. There's no problem. All the materials are here. We're just going through them, checking them, and trying to allocate them by local commission. So usually we have mechanism to take care of challenges, any kind of challenges, not limited to sensitive materials. This is an election. Anything can happen at any point in time. But we have the mechanism to take care of some challenges.
The chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, Mr. Levi Eke, commended the transparency of the process by INEC. The IPAC chairman also called on voters to come out on the election day and vote for the candidate of their choice.
Well, my advice to Imolites is there's no need, to tense up. There's no need for any tension. The election definitely will go on fine, and there will be no problem. At the end of the day, I'm sure Imolites are going to elect the person that is going to lead them in the next 4 years. So there's no cause for alarm. Everybody should relax. And concerning the issue of lockdown, I want to believe that there will be movement. People will go out and go to their different polling units and cast their vote.
Security teams were attached to the dispatch of the sensitive materials to local council as Imo joins Kogi and Bayelsa states in voting for a governor on Saturday 11th. Ajibade Praise, Trust TV News, Owerri.
Kaduna State has a rich history built on order and progressive development for decades. The culture of organization and discipline is being undermined by a growing health and environmental crisis across the metropolis. In this report, Trust TV's Bello Musa captures Kaduna's waste management crisis. Take a look.
Just a few years ago, Kaduna residents were taking pride in the beauty of the city center and metropolis after the urban renewal and beautification project by the state government. However, months after the beautiful scenery became popular with locals and visitors, Kaduna metropolis is now looking old, dirty, and unattractive due to indiscriminate refuse disposal. This heap of refuse is located between a primary school and a primary healthcare center at Ungwersenusi, a great risk for public health in the community.
It affects our health with through malaria, because when the refuse is here, all the time you will be seeing people going to the hospital to get treatment.
This refuse is affecting us in this community, especially the hospital and school. It is worse during rainy season because of the bad odor. In the past, they used to evacuate it, but now it has reached to this level. We don't know why they yet to evacuate it. In Tudunwada, this location has been a dumping ground for the community, despite its close proximity to a school. According to community members, the state government began evacuating the refuse only to stop along the way. They started evacuating the refuse, but they stopped along the way, and we don't know why. We are calling on government to monitor the evacuation of this refuse. When they started, we were happy, but they abandoned it. The waste disposal crisis is undermining the well-being of residents who say the government needs to step in and mitigate the phenomenon. We are appealing to government to provide designated places for dumping refuse as well as provide refuse bin within the communities. Lack of refuse bin is responsible for this indiscriminate dumping of refuse by the people.
We are not happy at all, but we are pleading to the government, if there is anything that they can do about the refuse, they should please try and come and do it. Because as you can see, there is a primary school beside it. After the primary school, we have primary health care beside it.
My call to the government is to look into our plight. Behind me is a school. Mosquitoes are too much in our community because of this refuse. Efforts to reach the administrator of the Kaduna Capital Territory, Samuel Arwan, for comment were unsuccessful. For Kaduna State to restore its lost glory as a bastion of progress and development, this menace cannot be allowed to fester for long. Bello Musa, Trust TV News, Kaduna.
You're watching News Update on Trust TV. Coming up, as purchasing power goes down, small businesses struggle to stay afloat in Jigawa. These and more after the break. Stay with us.
It may not look it, but Zamfara is quietly raging. It is the explosive focal point of northwest Nigeria. Across 14 local government areas, bandits have been unleashing mindless violence.
We need presidential intervention in Zamfara State. Our governor is doing his best. Our own part, we are doing our best. We need federal intervention. I repeat, we need federal intervention.
No area, no village, no ward, no district that is not affected. No hour, no minute, no second that you cannot see bandits moving around, attacking our people.
Over 200,000 people have been displaced, and over 6,000 deaths have been reported since May 2011.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is News Update on Trust TV. Here's a recap of our top stories. Laboratory student stabbed teacher to death in Taraba. Union suspend academic activities. And Lokoja Council chairman dies mysteriously hours before election. Moving on to more stories, the underperformance of Nigeria's alien power sector has been re-echoed in Benue State as business owners and residents continue to face mounting power challenges. Decades of reforms are still yet to have the desired effect in meeting the expectations of consumers, as Jimmy Atsande reports.
It is difficult today in Nigeria to find favorable feedback regarding power supplies as Nigerians remain dissatisfied with the performance of the sector. The below par performance of power distribution in Benue State means households and businesses cannot rely on the national grid for their everyday needs.
Well, the power situation in Makurdi and in particular my area is very, very epileptic. We get light less than 8 hours a day. So whether you like it or not, you have to look for an alternative source of power, which is very expensive. Buying fuel to run generator for 8 hours, it's very expensive. Most families cannot even bear the cost of running on generators.
While Makurdi residents decry the inadequate infrastructure in the power sector, the underperformance in the sector leaves much to be desired.
In the light in Benue, it's too poor. Because if you go everywhere now, some people know even transformer of some people in this Makodi, everywhere is broken because if you go there now, you can't even see any light. Like my place now, almost 5 months now, you don't have a single light.
Last 1 month, they've been rationing the power supply in my residence. We'll have light in the morning, and then from 5, they take it and bring it back like 10. That used to be the case. It has improved, but it's not where we want it to be yet. So call on the government to keep doing what it's doing and then improve power supply, because power is the substructure of the economy. Without power, nothing would work.
The arrested development of Nigeria's power sector, despite huge public expenditure in region of trillions of naira, means Nigerians are not getting value for money. The privatization of national assets signposts reasons why Nigeria needs practical solutions for effective service delivery. Jimmy Azandi, Trust TV News, Makurdi.
The impact of Nigeria's current economic downturn is pushing more youths into unemployment as artisans and laborers face difficulty in meeting their daily needs. In Jigawa State, youths who make a living grinding grain say that the jobs are no longer feasible as soaring inflation overwhelms their source of income. Adamu Imam files in this report has presented.
Jigawa State has a large agrarian community that is failing to live up its full potential. This means well-paying jobs are hard to come by. So for most young unemployed youths, they rely on daily paying jobs to earn a living. But even these jobs are hard to come by because the economy has caused a decline in patronage. We are witnessing low patronage is due to the hardship in the country. In the past, we have so many customers that I may not be able to have this interview with you, but now the patronage is gone. But due to the present situation, the work is minimal. People find it difficult to even buy grains now. That is the reason for our downturn. The agricultural value chain is one of the hardest hit by the current economic climate, meaning people who usually have grains to process can no longer afford to do so, limiting patronage for people like Shamsu. We are used to bringing 15 to 20 up to 30 measures for grinding, but things have changed now and we hardly bring 7 measures in a month to go and feed as well. We are feeling the impact of high cost of living. Now to get money is very hard. We are used to paying 100 naira or 200 naira for grinding, but now it is higher because of fuel price. The price keeps changing, whether on national grid or power generator. The cycle of economic depression occasioned by subsidy removal and global economic downturn continues to disrupt the lives of ordinary Nigerians. So far, the hardship keeps multiplying. Adamu Imam, Trust TV News, Jigawa.
Away from Nigeria, renewed clashes between M23 rebels and pro-government armed groups along several fronts in eastern DR Congo near the key city of Goma have forced a fresh wave of people from their homes. Fighting erupted again last month between the Tutsi-led rebels on one side and Congolese troops and pro-state militia fighters on the other, rupturing several months of relative calm in the volatile region. On Wednesday, people fled several villages in the Kilolirwe area, a few dozen kilometers from the capital of North Kivu Province, Goma. According to members of the civil society groups, over 3,000 displaced people arrived in the town of Sake late on Wednesday evening. Sake, which is 30 kilometers from Goma, is considered the city's last bulwark of defense. The M23, which is allegedly backed by Rwanda, captured swaths of territory in North Kivu after launching a campaign in the late 2021. The offensive has provoked a vast humanitarian crisis, driving over 1 million people from their homes. And finally, in sports, Kano and Uyo have been designated as venues for the maiden edition of the nationwide League One Cup. The competition will run from Friday, November 24th to Saturday, December 9th, 2023. The Chief Operating Officer Olushola Ogunowo disclosed this to the NLO media. Ogunowo assured that the NLO has made arrangements for comfortable accommodation and transportation subsidized for all participating teams during the duration of the tournament. And with that, we wrap up News Update on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. Join our YouTube live stream for more news programs and documentaries. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.